While the storm clouds gather from across the sea, let us swear allegiance to a land that is free. Welcome to PPI Recording Studio, nestled in the cradle of New York City. Welcome to the fourth weekly episode for the month of May 2023 for Dedication Post-Isolation Weekly Video Series, because we're getting it out to the nation and beyond. First photo you see come up today is a thank you to all our YouTube channel subscribers. And in the last 5 days, we've garnered a few more new YouTube channel subscribers, which is actually c'est magnifique. So one of the new subscribers I know for sure is May Resto. So muchas gracias, May, for subscribing to the channel, and welcome. To join May's lead and become a new subscriber to this channel, very easy, quick, simple. As you're watching today's episode, lower right-hand corner of your screen, you see a red button. Just click on, please, to that red button. That's it. You're subscribed. Hence, as doing so, it helps support this particular YouTube channel on the greater YouTube platform. You get notified when I post a new episode, such as today for this week. Hence, you never miss an episode. They're always interesting, informative, very fun, certainly unique each and every time, each and every week. And you get to hear Mr. Chip Fabrizi in the background each and every week for PPI Recording Studio.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And thank you. Thank you for thanking me for thanking you. So next photo you're going to see come up is a thank you to all the folks who were very much digging last week's episode. Now, we started with the very first episode that was May 18th, 2022, for integrating some of my underwater photography into this series, which is now 3 years old, working on our fourth year. And people are really enjoying it, so periodically I integrate an episode and talk about underwater photography and critters that I've dove with in many different pockets of the globe. So last week was episode number 6 in the course of a year. And we featured a particular critter that was taken off the coast of Kona, Hawaii. And this particular creature, now you're going to see the next photo come up, and this from last week, is called a Gosselin fang blenny. And they grow about 2.5 inches in max size. They do have fangs. They're cute little guys, as you could see in the photo. It was hidden in his little burrow in the coral head. And I'm going to have text description underneath today for all 6 links to all 6 episodes for underwater photography. If you haven't seen any of them, if you've seen some of them, you've got to see them again, all those 6 episodes will be in the text description area underneath today's video. The next episode with underwater photography, which will be number 7, will be in about 3 or 4 weeks, and will feature another creature. And I'll talk about it. Next photo you're going to see is a reverence to Memorial Day, right? That's what this episode is for this week. And it's for a nonprofit organization that we've sponsored here and promoted. And that is the Buffalo, New York Naval Park, which has docked and decommissioned the USS the Sullivans, hence that's the hat. And it is a destroyer that saw action in the Second World War into the 1950s and 1960s. And it is now decommissioned up there. And I will have live links in the text description area to the website for the park, also for the USS the Sullivans to get caught up on what's going on with her, and also their Facebook page. Makes it very easy for you to access that information. I also have links for the episodes that we promoted the USS the Sullivans within the last year. Next photo you're going to see come up is a reminder for one of the artists that we've been supporting here now for the last year and a half, and that is Alex Frederick. She is jazz pianist and also piano teacher and vocalist, and she has actually been a guest here on Dedication Post-Isolation twice in the last 6 months, and I'll have those live links in the text area if you've not seen those episodes either. But Alex performs each and every Wednesday right here in New York City, 5 p.m. to 9 p.m., and that's at Don't Tell Mama, 343 West 46th Street between 8th and 9th Avenues, right here in New York City. It's also called Restaurant Row, that particular segment of the street, and also better known as Hell's Kitchen. Live links in the text description area to Alex's website and also her Facebook page. Makes it very easy for you to access information. Next photo you see come up is the Project 142 logo. Project 142 is the sponsor of the Dedication Post-Isolation weekly video series. Website is www.project142.org. Facebook page is Project 142 NYC. Website for the event calendar, they're tethered together, is www.project142.org/calendar. Now, Project 142 for 10 years, funded, sponsored, promoted, marketed concerts right here in New York City. Through the pandemic, through adversity, we redesigned the mission, took what we had substantially created with the website, doing all the promotional work for 10 years, and put it to really, really terrific use, and that is now to support artists such as Frederick, for example. Also nonprofit organizations such as the Buffalo, New York Naval Park, and also Mother Rachel Orphanage Center that we've been supporting here now, not quite 2 years on this YouTube series. Also International Women in Jazz and Jackie Lennon. So for today's Project 142 video promotion support, the first one I'm going to talk about, I'm going to introduce to you, is a young man of 17 years old. His name is Demitri Resto. He is a jazz trombonist, and you're going to see a photo of his GoFundMe page. Now, this is about 5 days old, 6 days old that he has created this, and we're sponsoring it here to help spread the word of Dimitri's GoFundMe page and his trying to donate, for folks to donate, I should say, money to his college tuition that will come up this fall. He's been accepted to Interlochen Arts Academy, and he's gotten some funding, he's gotten some grants and all that kind of thing, but he wants to take it now to the last step, last leg of the race, if you will, financially, and hence that's why this GoFundMe page. Now, also he has a brand new YouTube channel. I'll have live, you're going to see that photo as I'm talking. I have live links in the text description area underneath today to his GoFundMe page, also his brand new YouTube channel, very easy for you to access that information. And he is going to be a guest here the middle of June in about a couple weeks on Dedication Post-Isolation. Very cool. We're going to do a song together, trombone and voice. Check that out. It's going to be really wild. Next photo you're going to see come up today is another new promotion that we're working on here for this mother-daughter duo, if you will, and that's Jen and Kate. They have a brand new cooking website, also Facebook page called the SMOKIN Oven. Live links in the text description area underneath today's video to their website, also their Facebook page, and they're out on the West Coast, and they're taking all of their lengthy experience of creating original dinners, breakfast, I mean, all different kinds of foods, and they're putting it out there to share with the world. It's really, really cool. And first part you saw as I was talking is from their homepage of their website, but the next one is you see a luscious pie that is a homemade pie. So that just kind of gives you an inkling of what that is. Live links in the text description area. Congratulations to Jen and Kate, and I'm glad to be able to support your new venture. The last one I'm going to talk about is a live event that's going to happen June 2nd, 2023, 7:30 p.m. right here in New York City. You see the flyers I'm talking. And that is at SkyVault, which is also curated by Robert C. Ford. And I'll have a live link in the text description area for his Facebook page at SkyVault, so you can live stream that particular event June 2nd, 2023, 7:30. And thank you, Robert, for your continued support. Strong support as it is. He was a guest twice. Actually, he was here about 3 weeks ago. So very cool. We're going to have him back. So the annals of history are replete with a myriad of stories of ordinary people that are thrust into exceptional situations, serving in the military, that then transcend into extraordinary human actions, borderlining certainly bravery, valor, going beyond superhuman, if you will. So that's what Memorial Day is all about, right? To think about and support not only folks who have come in the past through the military, but also folks who are serving in the present. So today I'm going to share a YouTube channel called FLAK Alley. And you're going to see the photo come up as I'm talking. It's a very cool YouTube channel. And this particular story is about, because the United States is the melting pot, right? And this is about a Brazilian national who served in the Second World War. His name is Raymundo de Costa Canario. And he was a pilot. And his plane of choice was a P-47 Thunderbolt, which is made right here in the United States. And he was flying, January 1945, he was flying in Europe, actually in northern Italy. And part of his assignment on a P-47 Thunderbolt was to go out and take out ground installations, whether it be troops, whether it be tanks, whether it be trains, or certainly facilities, right? So this one particular story, I'm going to boil it down for you, but the live link will be there. So interesting what he did with that P-47. So they had a flock of Spitfires that were acting as cover to keep the Luftwaffe off of the P-47s, meaning one being Raymundo, so they can go down and take out ground installations in northern Italy, this one particular day in January 45. And as they were diving down, he took out one Tiger tank, flew up, came back around again, found another tank, went down, took out another tank, came up, and in that meantime, he was getting hammered by German 88s, which are these big, big, big cannons, right? All kinds of flak. And his plane, as you're going to see here, got damaged towards the rear of the plane, around the elevators and around the fuselage, right? Didn't stop him, certainly didn't stop that P-47. So he sees another tank, he goes down, this time because there's a lot of damage to his plane. He doesn't have quite the control, and now he's pushing over 450 miles an hour in the dive. He goes down and takes out the tank, but because of the damage and because the plane is now lighter, he lost or used some of the bombs on that plane to take out these ground installations. So now he's trying to bring the plane out of the dive. He's having a hard time doing it. There's a huge factory that's close to where this tank was that he took out, and he hit a stack of that industrial facility, sheared off most of the right wing of this P-47. And you're going to see that photo too as I'm talking. But kept climbing out. It didn't stop that plane. Many other planes would have went boom, would have went down. Not him. He continued to climb out, got away from the German 88s, actually leveled it out, and was flying back to his home base. And actually some of the Spitfires that saw him actually couldn't recognize the plane because of so much damage, and they went up and started strafing him, and then realized shortly that he was an Allied plane, and they stopped doing it. He also lost his radio from the damage, so he couldn't contact them by radio. They escorted him back. He landed safely back at his home base. He got the DFC for it, which is the Distinguished Flying Cross, as you see here, and actually was very adamant about repairing that plane. They didn't ditch it. They actually repaired the plane, and he went on to fly through the rest of the war. He flew about 50 missions, retired, and then actually you're going to see a photo of him come up here, actually went on to be a pilot for Pan American Airways when Pan American was in their heyday. So it's a pretty wild story, and God bless him, but it certainly was part of the melting pot of the pre-NATO days with the Allied forces. Australians, Canadians, United States, British, French, Spain, all came together, Brazil, all came together to fight the Axis powers, meaning Germany, Italy, and Japan. So remember Raymundo in your prayers tonight, and what he did for the service of not only Brazil but the United States. So I'm going to take it out today, what I opened with, which is the verse to, you know how much we love the verses, the songs, to a song called God Bless America, right? Very well known, but very fitting for Memorial Day. While the storm clouds gather far across the sea, let us swear allegiance to a land that is free. Let us all be grateful for a land so fair as we raise our voices in a solemn prayer. And as I'm singing here, you're going to see a photo of my dad in his dress blues, serving in the United States Second World War, United States Navy, and also my Uncle Al, who is on the left side of that, or I'm sorry, the right side of that photo, who served proudly in the United States Navy in the Second World War. God bless America, land that we love. Stand beside her and guide her through the night with a light from above. From the mountains to the prairies, to the oceans white with foam. God bless America, our home, sweet home. God bless America, our home, sweet home. We'll see you next episode from Chip Fabrizi and I, owner of PPI Recording Studio, where we've been now for over 3 years. We wish you a safe and very happy and healthy, if you can, Memorial Day weekend. We'll see you next episode.